All right, pizza lovers out there, get ready because today we're diving deep into the world of gluten-free pizza.
Ooh, exciting.
I know, right? And we're focusing on Los Angeles.
Sounds delicious already.
I know. And get this, our guide for this journey is a 9-year-old pizza enthusiast.
Wow, a 9-year-old leading the way in the gluten-free pizza scene. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're going off of their blog post, Best Gluten-Free Pizza Restaurants in Los Angeles, a 9-year-old's guide.
Okay, so straight from the source, a kid who knows their pizza.
Exactly. And they're from the Gluten-Free podcast.
Gotcha. So we're tapping into some serious gluten-free expertise here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in. The first thing that struck me was this kid's pure passion for pizza. I mean, they start their blog with, get ready to take notes because this list will make your tummy rumble.
I love that. Contagious, right?
Totally. And it speaks to a larger trend, too. Los Angeles has really become a haven for gluten-free dining.
You're so right. It's not just about offering a few token gluten-free options anymore. It's about creating truly delicious and innovative dishes.
Yeah, and this blog highlights how LA is doing just that with their gluten-free pizza scene. Okay, so let's break down some of these pizza havens, starting with a style that's near and dear to many pizza lovers' hearts, New York style.
The classic.
Our 9-year-old guide recommends Pizzanista and Garage Pizza for that authentic, thin, and foldable crust experience.
Okay, so for anyone who isn't familiar with New York-style pizza, think wide, thin slices with a crispy crust that you can fold in half.
Yeah, the perfect foldability test.
Exactly. And Pizzanista is known for its artsy downtown LA vibe.
Very cool. I'm picturing exposed brick and local art on the walls.
Definitely. And then there's Garage Pizza, the go-to spot for those late-night cravings.
Oh, nice. They're open late.
Yep. Serving up that New York-style goodness until the wee hours.
I love that because sometimes that late-night pizza craving hits hard.
Oh, totally. We've all been there.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears from those crispy New York-style crusts to something a little different.
All right, what do you have?
Our 9-year-old also raves about Pitfire Pizza Echo Park, specifically for their cauliflower crust.
Cauliflower crust. Interesting.
Yeah, it's become a really popular alternative in recent years, and when it's done right, it can be surprisingly delicious.
So what did our little pizza connoisseur think?
They found Pitfire's version to be soft yet crispy, which is a tough balance to strike with cauliflower crust.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So it's not just about finding a gluten-free option, it's about finding one that delivers on taste and texture.
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about this blog. It's not just a list of places. It's a deep dive into the nuances of gluten-free pizza.
Totally. And speaking of nuances, I'm curious about the wood-fired options. There's something special about that smoky flavor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Wood-fired ovens impart a unique character to the crust that you just can't replicate any other way.
So where should we go for that wood-fired goodness?
Our 9-year-old recommends both Elio's Wood-Fire Pizza and Wood Silver Lake. They really highlight how these places are catering to a sophisticated palate, even within the gluten-free realm.
Nice. Elio's, they described it as this cozy spot, like eating at a friend's house.
I love those intimate kind of places.
Me too. But I do wonder, with that intimate atmosphere, is there even enough space for larger groups?
That's a good point. Sometimes those smaller, charming spots can have limited seating.
Yeah, that's true. It might be worth checking ahead if you're planning a big pizza outing.
Definitely. Now, for those who love to customize their pieces, we've got Purgatory Pizza and Triple Bean Pizza.
Ooh, build your own pizza. That's always fun.
I know, right?
Ah.
And it's a huge plus for people with dietary restrictions or just anyone who likes to get creative with their toppings.
For sure. And our young reviewer calls out Purgatory Pizza for their cool murals and affordable prices, making it a great spot for families.
Ooh, family pizza night with awesome murals. I'm sold.
Now we can't forget about our vegan friends who also need to avoid gluten.
Absolutely a double whammy.
Luckily, Cruiser's Pizza comes to the rescue, offering both vegan and gluten-free options.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so great to see places that are catering to multiple dietary needs without compromising on flavor.
For sure. It shows that inclusivity is becoming more and more important in the food world.
It really does.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered New York-style cauliflower crust, wood-fired, customizable, and even vegan options.
Impressive, right? This 9-year-old has done their research.
Oh, they definitely have. And believe it or not, we've only just begun to scratch the surface of their LA gluten-free pizza recommendations.
Wow, there's a lot more to uncover.
You bet there is. So get ready, because we're diving even deeper into this delicious deep dive.
All right, pizza lovers, stay tuned because we're about to explore even more gluten-free goodness in the City of Angels.
Welcome back, pizza lovers. As we continue our journey through LA's gluten-free pizza scene. I'm struck by something unique about our 9-year-old guide's approach. It's not just about listing places, it's about capturing the whole experience.
Yeah, you're right. It's like they transport you there with their descriptions.
Exactly. They're painting a picture with their words, which is so important when it comes to food.
I know, right? It's not just about taste, it's about the atmosphere, the visuals, the whole sensory experience.
You got it. And they're not afraid to get specific about what they like. Crunchy crusts, chewy textures, avoiding that dreaded cardboard taste. It's clear they know what makes a great gluten-free pizza.
Oh, for sure. They've got a discerning palate, for sure.
Totally. I think it's a testament to how far gluten-free cuisine has come. It's no longer about just finding a substitute. It's about finding an alternative that truly rivals the original.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I love how they call out those little details that make a place special. Remember how they described Elio's as feeling like eating at a friend's house?
Oh, that's so cute. Though I do wonder from a practical standpoint if that limited space might be an issue for larger groups.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's always a balancing act, finding a place with the right vibe and enough space.
Right. Speaking of practicalities, our 9-year-old reviewer also mentioned that Purgatory Pizza is super affordable for families.
Well, that's great to know, especially for families dealing with dietary restrictions.
For sure. It shows that you don't have to break the bank to enjoy a delicious gluten-free pizza night.
Okay, now I want to talk about Brazzo Pizza. They keep things simple and delicious with a light and chewy crust.
Sometimes simple is best, right? Just focus on quality ingredients and a perfectly executed crust.
Exactly. And they've got a nice variety of toppings too, both classic and more adventurous.
So something for everyone.
Nice.
And, it's not just the smaller spots that are embracing gluten-free California Pizza Kitchen, or CPK, as most people know it, is really stepping up their gluten-free game.
Oh, that's good to hear. They're a classic.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They've got a dedicated gluten-free menu with several of their most popular pizzas,
Yeah.
and they take cross-contamination seriously, too.
That's really important for people with celiac disease.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It can make all the difference, knowing that a restaurant prioritizes that.
Now, this next one sounds interesting. Lucifer's Pizza. They're known for their spicy and bold flavors.
Ooh, spicy pizza.
Yeah, and get this, their gluten-free crust is getting rave reviews even from people who can eat gluten.
Wow, that's impressive.
I know, right?
Yeah,
And they have different spice levels, so you can customize the heat to your liking.
that's cool. I like that you have options.
Me too. It seems like LA's gluten-free pizza scene is all about options and customization.
You're right on the money. Whether it's style crust preference toppings or dietary restrictions, there's something for everyone.
And speaking of options, let's talk about Prime Pizza. They're all about that authentic New York-style pizza, and they don't skimp on the gluten-free choices either.
No, they don't. They've got gluten-free pizzas, garlic knots, even salads.
Nice, a full pizzeria experience.
Exactly. Now, our 9-year-old reviewer also found a hidden gem called Pizza Cafe LA.
Ooh, what's so special about them?
They offer both deep dish and regular gluten-free pizzas.
Wow, deep dish gluten-free. That's going to be tough to pull off.
I know, right? But apparently they nail it. Their crust is described as thick, flavorful, and satisfying.
Everything you want in a deep dish pizza.
Exactly. And, it's not just about finding the perfect crust. This blog also highlights how LA's gluten-free pizza scene is about pushing boundaries and getting creative.
Like tomato pie pizza joint, right? They've got some unique pies like the grandma pie and the white pie, and they're all available gluten-free.
Exactly. They're not afraid to experiment with flavors.
Man.
And that's not all. Pizza Boy is another great example. They offer gluten-free calzones, pastas, all sorts of Italian goodies.
So it's a haven for anyone who misses the variety of Italian cuisine.
It really is. And then there's Antonio's Pizzeria, an Italian restaurant. They've gone above and beyond to create a gluten-free crust that mimics traditional Italian pizza dough.
Wow, so you're not sacrificing that chewy, satisfying texture.
Nope, they've got it down pat. And they offer gluten-free pasta dishes, salads, appetizers, the works.
So a full-blown Italian feast, all gluten-free.
That's amazing. All right, now let's talk about Coyote Pizza Cafe. They're all about fresh ingredients and quality.
Sounds promising.
Oh, it is. They've got a light and crispy gluten-free crust and some really unique specialty pizzas.
Ooh, like what?
Well, they have a BBQ chicken pizza and even a smoked salmon pizza.
Smoked salmon pizza. Now that's something I gotta try.
I know, right? Talk about adventurous. And then there's the Pizza Press. They've got this fun newspaper theme, and you can customize your own gluten-free pizza.
Ooh, that sounds like a blast.
It does, right? And their gluten-free crust can handle all the toppings you throw at it.
That's key for a build-your-own pizza place.
For sure. Now, we can't forget about Big Nick's Pizza. They're a classic pizzeria with a reputation for hearty and flavorful gluten-free options.
And they make their gluten-free crust fresh daily.
Always a good sign.
Mm.
Speaking of hidden gems, there's also Jack Loves Pizza. They've got this cozy small-town vibe.
And a handmade gluten-free
I
crust.
know, right? Handmade with love.
And Village Pizzeria, they get high praise for their gluten-free options too.
Yeah, they're really careful about cross-contamination. They use a separate prep area for all their gluten-free pizzas.
That gives me peace of mind.
Me too. And for those looking for a more upscale gluten-free pizza experience, there's Pizzana.
Ooh, fancy.
They make their gluten-free crust in-house, and it's supposed to be amazing. Super soft and chewy, almost indistinguishable from regular pizza dough.
Wow, that's the dream, right? Gluten-free, but you can't even tell.
Exactly. It shows that you don't have to compromise on taste or quality just because you have dietary restrictions.
We've covered so much ground already, but I have a feeling our 9-year-old pizza explorer has even more to share.
Oh, you bet. We're
Yeah?
just scratching the surface of this pizza-filled blog post. So let's take a moment to digest all this delicious information. And when we come back, we'll wrap up this deep dive with some final thoughts and takeaways. All right, pizza enthusiasts, we're back, and I don't know about you, but I am officially craving pizza after that deep dive.
Me too. My
Meh.
stomach is definitely rumbling. But beyond all the delicious details, I think there's a bigger takeaway here, something that our 9-year-old guide really embodies.
Oh, absolutely. They have this infectious enthusiasm that's hard to resist.
It's like they're not just eating pizza, they're experiencing it on a whole other level.
You're right. It's about the joy of discovery, the pure excitement of finding a truly great slice.
And it got me thinking, you know what? If we all approached everything in life with that same kind of passion.
That's an interesting thought. I mean, imagine tackling your to-do list with the same gusto as a 9-year-old eyeing a pizza buffet.
Right. Suddenly, even the most mundane tasks could become an adventure.
Exactly. We might start noticing things we never paid attention to before.
And it's not just about the big things either. It's about finding those little sparks of joy in everyday moments.
Like that first bite of a perfect pizza.
Exactly.
Mm.
So to our listener, we challenge you, what makes your tummy rumble? What are you passionate about?
What are you curious about?
Yeah.
Go out there and explore those things with the same kind of enthusiasm as our 9-year-old pizza aficionado.
Because who knows, maybe your next big adventure is just waiting to be discovered.
And remember, this blog post is just the tip of the iceberg. We've included a link in the show notes so you can check out all of the 9-year-old's recommendations for yourself.
Thanks for joining us on this delicious deep dive into the world of gluten-free pizza in LA. Until next time, happy pizza hunting.